This is literally catfish worthy. Girl. Girl. What's up guys? So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Destiny and this video will be a makeup tutorial on the eyeshadow that I have on now. I did an Instagram poll on my Instagram and I asked if people would prefer like a detailed YouTube video or a short like Instagram TV video, and majority voted for the YouTube video. So here it is. Also, the music in this video is music by DEETS. If you're an artist, if you make music, art, literally anything, feel free to comment down below with your social media. I feel like talent's around us everywhere, and why not use our friends and the people that we know instead of like, you know, these really big celebrities. There's talent everywhere. So if you want to know how to do this look, keep on watching, and I will definitely put every product that I used in the description box below. Please feel free to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'd be very grateful. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, hopefully my phone does not die. Don't mind my hair, I just got out of the shower and it's drying, so this is gonna be a situation for quite a while. I'm gonna do my eyebrows, and I use the Morphe Brow Cream in the shade Latte. I feel like it's a little bit dark, but a little bit goes a long way, and it seems to have lasted me quite a while, so. If you hear people laughing or talking in the background, my boyfriend's playing Fortnite, so enjoy the background music. Also, I have a clean face, just washed my face. I haven't put anything on it, not even primer yet. I don't know why I do my eyebrows first for everything, but that's what works for me. I'm using a concealer to prime my eyes. I use the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, and I use it in the shade Light Ivory. And then I'm using like a really flat brush to just blend it out and carve out my eyebrows just a little bit. The type to like start my makeup one way and then I'll just keep going back to fix it once it's done, because then I'll be able to like really finalize how I want it to look. So if you start out and you're like, oh my god, what the hell am I doing? Trust me, at the end you can always try and fix it. This is what it looks like afterwards, and then I'm going to set that with a powder. And I'm using the L'Oreal True Match powder. What shade is this? W3, which is Nude Beige. And then I'm using kind of like a fluffy, flat brush. And then I'm just packing it on just to set the concealer. That way you don't get any creases, because those are not cute. Oh my god. Those are so loud. And to make my life easier, I'm just gonna use tape to outline where like the cat eye is going. And I don't just put straight up tape on my eye. I usually like put it on my hand and then I rip it off. Destiny. I just pull it off and then I put it on so that it's not like as harsh on your skin. I'm using a fluffy brush. And I'm gonna start with this shade Hr, and I'm just packing it on like the outside where the actual line will go. And I'm using this shade Fan Fiction on the bottom. And I'm just gonna pack that in the front right here, but I'm not going past where my eye actually starts to crease. Just keep blending. And after I've blended that, I'm gonna take an angled fluffy brush. I'm gonna use the dark shade on the outside, which is the shade Chicklet, and I'm just gonna take it and pack it on that same outside part. And with a really thin flathead brush, I'm going to pack the Do or Dough shade, which is this middle one right here. But before I put it on, I'm gonna spray it with some like setting spray. And once that's a little bit damp, I put it right into the metallic shade and then I pack it on right in the front. In here, you wanna try to just like not pass that line as if it was like a cut crease you were doing. All right, and once I finished with that, I'm just gonna go back in with the last shade in the same brush like we did before with the chiclet. Just blend that out. And I usually like kind of look at my eyes looking downwards so that I can see how the cat eye is falling, and then I can see which side is not even, which is a bit helpful because the worst feeling is doing your eyes like this and then one of them's totally off and you're like, God damn. And then I'm gonna go in with shade B4, which is this one right here. I'm using like a long fluffy brush. I don't know how to explain this brush, but it's like a long, dense fluffy brush. And I'm just gonna use that to blend in the middle, just a bit. And then I'm blending the dark shade that we used before, the chiclet shade. And then I'm going back with the Do or Dough shade, the metallic one we used for the inner eye. And then we're gonna be putting glitter on this inner corner of our eyes. And honestly, this was a gift, so I have no idea where it's from, but we're gonna use the really sparkly purple shade. Before I do the glitter, I'm gonna line this entire thing, and I'm actually using lipstick because this just seems to be easier for me. And the lipstick that I'm using for this is the NYX Soft Matte Cream in the shade Seoul. And then I'm just gonna line it from the top of my eye, like the start of my eye, all the way to where that wing ends. And I'm kind of keeping my head level so that I can see where my eye is creasing, so I know exactly what line to follow. Based on where you're going over, you might need to tilt your head back so that you can get it well. And this takes quite a bit of patience. So if you do mess up, which is most likely gonna happen, be patient with yourself. Take a little cotton swab and wipe it off. You can't get too mad at yourself. Like I said, if you mess up, just take a Q-tip and swipe it. And after I'm done, I just go back in and I keep blending. Honestly, the beauty to this is just keep on blending. And this is the chiclet shade again. And you just keep lining until you do it the way that you want it, basically. And after that, I'm gonna take the glitter shade that I have on a flat brush and just pack it on like I did with the rest. And I do the same thing. I wet my flat brush and I pack it into the front. I also kind of line the glitter on the lipstick in the inner corners of my eye, and then I just leave it for the rest. Beautiful. Then I'm gonna take the tape off. So before I prime, I'm just gonna wipe any fallout that got onto my face from when I was doing the eyeshadow. And then I'm going to prime with the e.l.f. Jellypop Dew Primer. Looks like this. So far, I love it. This is like my 4th time using it, and I put it all over my face. And since my skin is oily, it's good that it gives a little bit of a stick so that my foundation doesn't just like slide off, because literally that can happen. And for foundation, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Coverage in the shade Nude Beige. I just put those pumps onto my hand, and then I take a beauty blender and put it on my face. For concealer, I'm going to use the same one that I use to set my eyes, which is the Hr Camo Concealer. I'm taking the tip of my beauty blender and blending that out. And before I bake, I'm gonna set my whole face with the same True Match powder that I used to set my eyes on a big fluffy brush. And I'm just gonna gently pat it. And then I'm baking with the Airspun powder, using this shade Naturally Neutral. And I'm just gonna bake it underneath my eyes and then like going across the bottom of my cheeks. And I'm gonna let that bake while I contour. And I always start with my nose first. And I'm using a bronzing like face powder. This one's from NYC and it's in the shade Sunny. And it's just this regular bronze color. And I'm taking it on like a really thin brush. And I'm taking it all the way up to my eyebrows and across the top of my nose, as well as the bottom right here. And then I'm gonna contour the sides of my face with a fluffy contour brush. And with a really big fluffy brush, I'm just gonna brush it off my face. And now I'm just gonna go back in, same contour brush, same bronzer, and just go in circular motions along my cheekbone, and then on my temples, and a little bit up into my forehead. I also take it, again, alongside my nose, and then my jawline on the bottom. And then I'm gonna take a blush brush with some blush, and I'm using the Milani Luminoso on like the top of my cheekbones. Not really too much into my cheek, but more upwards so that it gives a more lifting effect on the face. And I'm also gonna put some blush on my nose. This is optional, not everybody likes it, but I think it looks pretty cute. And for highlight, I'm using the Anastasia Glow Kit, and I'm mixing two shades. I'm gonna be mixing Crushed Pearl and Mimosa. Obviously, you can tell those are my most favorite shades. And I'm just mixing both of those and dabbing it. And I'm also gonna put it on the tip of my nose, as well as the bridge, and then my Cupid's bow. I'm gonna put on lashes, and I'm using the House of Lashes Boudior Mini. And before I put on the lashes, I put on mascara, and I use the telescopic mascara from Loreal. And I don't have the House of Lashes glue, like eyelash glue, but if you can, get it. It's amazing. It lasted me a long time. I just recently ran out, so I just have like a regular eyelash glue. And I'm gonna put the glue onto the eyelash, and then I'm gonna wait like a minute before actually putting it on so that it's tacky and not just like wet and will just slide all over the place. But if you wait a minute, they're way easier to put on. And I also use the tweezer. So I'm gonna do those off camera, and then I'm gonna come back and finish the rest of my face. And we're back. So now after I put those on, I'm just gonna take the same mascara and do my lower eyelashes. While that dries, I'm just gonna take a little bit more contour, and I'm gonna line my lips. I'm gonna use the Milani lip pencil in the shade Nude, and then on top of that I'm gonna take an LA Girl lip pencil, and this one is in the shade Blushing. and I slightly overline my lips just in the middle. But that's it. I follow my natural lip line after that. Okay, and once that's done, I'm gonna go underneath my eyes. I'm gonna take a really flat brush and take the shade Chicklet from the first palette that we used and put it right underneath my eyes. And then at the end, I connect it to the wing. And then I'm just gonna use the Morphe setting spray and set my face. And I'm gonna re-highlight with the same two shades that we used before. And just dab it so that it's a little bit shinier. And then I'm gonna use a really small brush and take the shade Crushed Pearl right here and put it on the inside of my eyes, like right next to my tear duct. I'm gonna take the same shade and put it underneath the ends of my eyebrows. And once I'm done with that, I just take a regular lip gloss. This is just like a rosehip oil gloss that I have, but any type of lip gloss can work. And I put that on my hand and then I just dab it on top of the lip liner. And you can definitely use like a lip brush for this, but I just prefer to use my finger. And then I'm just gonna take my hair out and kind of style it and then show you the finished product. And here is a close-up with no filter. I'm also gonna put some videos in with a filter on because I did post this on my Instagram with a filter, which really made the metallics pop out. So I'll show you what that looks like with a filter. So if you guys do this, you'll see how it looks. And this is it with the filter. And this is the look with the other filter that I posted. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did making it. If you guys have anything specific you'd want to see, please write in the comments below. And hope you guys like it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you guys in another video.